Now that the drawing package assignment is open on Canvas, I need to create some videos, but in order to start on the drawing package, we need to first talk about exploded views, which might be new to people. So I don't have one made yet, but we're going to make one together. So I'm going to start out with this view. Here is my completed Three Sisters assembly. It's got my flywheel on it. And I'm going to just kind of put it in this view. It doesn't really matter, but I want to show you how to get an ISO really fast. If I click up here to view orientation, hit this corner right here, boom, it's an ISO. Pretty cool. So exploded view, it's a button. Explode is a little clunky. It just is. It's just clunky. So just watch, and I'm going to show you a couple of these. This is done in steps, which makes it even clunkier. Okay, but just follow along. Right now, SolidWorks is asking me, hey, which component do you want for this step? All right, well, I'm going to expand this. Here are all my sub-assemblies: base, sub-assembly 2, sub-assembly 1. These are all three the same. This sub-assembly and this one. I don't have a sub-assembly 4. I misnamed this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the first. I'm going to leave the base where it is, and I'm going to click on this sub-assembly right here, and I'm going to grab this arrow here, and I'm going to just pull it this way. Why that way? I don't know. You got to pick one. So that's the one I picked, and that's a step. Now it's not quite that easy. Look what got left behind. These screws got left behind. So, and watch this. By default, an explode is just a configuration, but we don't get there by the configuration button. Say that with me. I do not explode by going to the configuration button. I look at my explodes that I have done within the configurations tab. If I don't like this, I right click it and I delete it. And look at that, it goes right back. So let's try it again. I'm going to go to exploded view. It wants to know what subassembly it wants me to do. I want this one, but I also want these 3 screws. So I'm going to kind of hover around, and you can see those little orange boxes. Look at, there's 3. I want these 3 to come with it. Now I'm going to grab this arrow and I'm going to pull this out. And that is the complete subassembly with the hardware. But I put the hardware in after the fact. So another good reason to put your hardware in when you can within the subassembly before you save it. Okay, that's a step. That step is done. I want another step. I want to pull this stuff out farther. Okay, well, which subassembly is that? Well, I'll just hover till I find it. There it is. This is my subassembly 3. I click on it. I grab this Z, boop, pull it to there. Love it. That one's done. I'm going to do one more step. Actually, probably 2 more steps. I'm going to grab this guy here, which I mislabeled 5. And I'm going to fling him that way. Now, this is one of many ways to explode, but I just exploded. And now I'm going to save. And this is where people get really nervous. We still have our normal configuration. And watch, I'm going to right click on my main assembly. Okay, and the terminology here is weird. I'm going to click on collapse. It goes right back. If I want to see the explode, I right click here, I click on explode. And it goes back and forth to the configuration. Don't go into configurations to do anything other than to delete maybe an explode that you abandoned. That's explode.